to acknowledge that my son is gay in public was a Herculean task for me. I'm a homemaker and I'm 63-year-old. And like my son came out to me when he was around 24. That was almost 15, 16 years back. And the day he came out to me, it was a shell shock for me. Like I knew something is different, but I never pinpointed. There was no awareness of gay, lesbians, and I never knew what it is and how to go about it. I was shell shocked. But he sat me down and explained to me like he's attracted to boys. So I accepted him, but my idea, I said, okay, I know all about you and you're my child, I'll accept you. But let us keep all this, a secret. Because I was a very introvert person, and we were in a joint family, and I really didn't know how to come about saying to everybody that my son is gay. So I wanted it to be a secret, but that was not what Harish wanted. Like he really wanted to create awareness regarding this LGBTQ community. So he said, no, Mama, your acceptance is acceptable by me, but I want that you should come out and speak about it. Be with me always. I took baby steps and he took me to meetings and other, community events. Slowly, I started coming out. But it took me time. I will not say it happened overnight, but it took me time. But here I am today.
Right. Thank you so much for that, Padma. I know you told us you were shell shocked when Harish first came out to you. Could you just elaborate on that, like more on the feelings? Shock, yes. But behind that shock, what was it? Was it fear? Was it shame? Was it guilt? What was it?
I wouldn't say shame. Yes, fear and maybe, log kya kahenge? How should I tell my extended family? And I am not at all a courageous person. I'm really I'm ekdam buddhu sort of a person, So I didn't have that courage to come out and talk about it. So मैं बोली कि it's, there's a कहावत in Hindi which they say कि अगर बिल्ली आंख मूंद ले तो दुनिया अंधेरा हो जाता है. So I am that sort of a person, I don't want to talk about it. I said, let's brush it under the carpet. ठीक है, तुम gay हो. I am accepting you. For me, you don't change a bit. कल भी तुम वही हरीश थे, आज भी तुम वही हरीश हो. But to come out and talk about it, to acknowledge that my son is gay in public was a Herculean task for me. Like, मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि I shouldn't, what people will say, what my family is going to say, what will be the repercussions. And mind you, in those days, it was 377 was much in the legal aspect was there. Like, you just can't, like today, you can boldly say, I am gay, but in those days, it was not possible. So I was thinking all those things, and my feeling for Harish was, you just get out of the country. You go out of country and, I will say, okay, Harish has gone out. And that will be, I will be the one who is facing the music. You go out of the country. But things don't happen like that, I know today. But that was the first reactions what I had.
Right. Thank you so much for that. But the reason I'm trying to understand it a little bit more is because, right now we are talking, I'm sure so many parents are listening to us whose children probably are, LGBTQ+. And if that is the case, I just want to understand a little more in the sense, is it that it's easier for us to accept our son, but the acceptance doesn't come because of the external factors? We are more scared of what, jaise aapne kaha, log kya kahenge, that is more than the fact, like it really doesn't matter what our son is, but the fact that what society will say is the major factor why parents find it difficult to accept.
Yeah, I feel that is a major obstacle. Like people always, I don't think any parent will think my child is different. For them, a child is their child, whether it be a girl, boy, or transgender, whatever, their child is their child. Right. So, but the external factors, what people will say, log kya kahenge, what my family will say, what my husband will say, that matters to them. So, it takes a lot of courage to come out and say that my son is gay. I can understand that. But I always tell, I have done it. So it is not easy, but at the same time, it's not impossible. You can do it. But that thing should come from within you, that my son is more important, my child is more important to me. If that thing comes in your mind, I think it's easy, then it becomes easier.
Right. I think it's more of a struggle with the external than the struggle with the internal. I think acceptance internally is not that much of a problem, if I'm hearing you correct.
It shouldn't be, but that's not the case with everybody. Each case is different.